Hello YouTube, how's it going? This is Bottle Boys Treasure Hunters here, today bringing you another video. We haven't been able to dig much lately. I've been extremely busy and we're actually going on a trip here tomorrow. So, okay, there's a dog in my backyard. What? Whose dog is that? Okay, so let's just ignore that. Hope it doesn't get in a fight with my outdoor cat. But, yeah, and we're going on a trip here soon, so we won't be able to do any for another little while. But I thought I'd bring you a different type of video. I know this is something I get asked quite a bit, actually. And I've seen a lot of people are interested in knowing what's the best way, or a good way to clean your bottles that you dig. And I'm just going to show you today how we clean our bottles. Oh, there he goes. At the back. Oh, no? Oh, he just peed. He just peed. Okay, bye. He's going to leave now. Alright, I'm just going to show you how we clean our bottles, and this might not be the best way, but it works effectively for us. As you've seen, like in the wrap-up for most of our dig videos, the bottles look fairly good. So we're going to show you what we do, and let's take a look. Alright, this is the materials that we are going to be using today. This is the materials that we normally use, all sitting here right in front of you. So what we got here is, for bottles like jars and ones you can fit it down in, we use a baby bottle cleaner. As you see here, it's a bit beat up, but we use this end here. It gets in there really well, cleans it out really well. You can get this at, I think, probably any supermarket. I think we got this at the local superstore. So you can do that. You can hear that dog barking again. This right here is an important part for cleaning bottles like the one we're going to clean here today. It is a coat hanger, but it is extremely bent up, and it just kind of looks like a piece of wire. I guess you could use a piece of thick wire too, but it's easiest just to unbend a coat hanger, straighten it out like this, and we're going to show you why here soon. But this gets down in the bottle nice, and in order to clean, we're going to need our next piece, which is paper towel, or even little sections of cloth would work. You just rip off a little piece. We usually just bunch it up, stick it on the end of the coat hanger, get it down the bottle, and wipe around, and that usually gets a lot of stuff out. Here's two other important things. I've got a toothbrush here. This is an old nylon toothbrush I actually found digging, but I kept it because the bristles are a lot more coarse than the ones on new toothbrushes, so they clean. They can get rust off a little bit easier. And of course, here's just a regular toothbrush for getting down in like this around the tops and things, and whatever it'll fit in. So today the bottle we're going to be washing is this one I just found not too long ago. It's a Rundle's Liniment. Rundle's Liniment. Probably 40s. So that's the test subject for today. Let's get to it. Alright, so here we got our bottle. Well, the first thing I always do is just wet them. If they're clogged full of dirt, I try to get all the dirt out first because you don't want to clog the sink. We've got a little screen here in the sink, so that prevents the clogging. So I'm just going to do this. Shake it up some, see what we can get out. You can see we're getting a little bit of stuff out already. But we've still got lots of gunk in there. Normally what I do next would be clean the outside. For that, I'm going to use a toothbrush. If you're cleaning embossing, you definitely want to use a more fine, softer brush toothbrush than this one, this coarse one. These are good for getting in the little nooks like the necks of the bottles here, as well as in the embossing here, which can be hard to just clean with a normal cloth. So we got that. Just going to rinse it off a little bit. And our bottle still doesn't look very clean. This is when we get to the next step, which is going to involve our coat hanger and cloth. So here's our coat hanger and cloth. Now what I'm going to do is I just got one square of paper towel here. I'm probably only going to use half of this. As close to half as I can get here with one hand. It's a pretty good cut actually. I'm going to take this, I'm going to ball it up. That's my cat. Shh, making a video. Go away, please. Alright, we're going to take this, we're going to ball it up. We're going to stick it on the end of this right here, coat hanger, and then we're going to use this to clean. Alright, now we've got our coat hanger, and we've got our bottle. So I'm just going to insert it like this. I won't worry about getting the top here too much yet. I can get that with a toothbrush typically. If we just do like this, as you can see, and you just rub it like so. Scrub at the side of the bottle. Takes that stuff off pretty good. Gets these big chunks of stuff out. Of course, this takes a few minutes, and I'm not gonna show me washing the whole bottle because that would be quite boring. But that's basically the idea. Just ball this up, wipe the whole thing down, and we'll see you once this is cleaned up a little bit better. Alright, so as we can now see, all of the dirt of the bottle, there's still some rust in here, but all the dirt itself is cleaned out, and that's just from doing that coat hanger process. So it works pretty well. As far as the rust in here, basically all I have to say about this is what we usually do is we take CLR and we soak the bottle in CLR, and that usually gets rid of this within a few days, or at least enough so you can wipe it off after a few days. If your bottle has a bunch of weird dirt or grime or something that won't come out of the inside of it, you can't rub it off. What we do is we soak it in Javix, and that usually loosens it up, breaks it off the side, and within a few days you can get the whole thing cleaned out. If you're doing this, do not mix the bleach and the CLR together, or the Javix and the CLR together, because it causes a chemical reaction that's actually deadly. And I learned that the wrong way by mixing the two together by accident one time, and it caused these horrible fumes stuck up the kitchen and really hurt my throat. So do not do that. If you're going to put CLR in a bottle and then put bleach in a bottle, make sure you wash it thoroughly first before you do that. So there's stuff around the neck here. So typically what we do for that is we take this baby bottle cleaner. I pretty much have it cleaned out now, but you'd shove it down in like so and just rotate around, and it usually loosens up and gets all the stuff that's around this area, which is typically the hardest to get when you're cleaning a bottle. But this stuff, of course, it's rust, so it's not going to come off this way. So that's pretty much how that works. So this is what we ended up with here at the end after all the steps. This probably isn't the best example because this one has a bunch of rust in it, but it's the bottle I had lying out in the garage here, so I thought we might as well clean it. Like I said, soak this in bleach or CLR to get those built up things in the inside out for a while, and you should have a fairly clean bottle. So that's this one. And now I'm going to show everybody what we do with applied color label bottles. Now these ones, by far the most annoying things to find and clean. I almost hate finding them because I know when I find them we have to clean them. And a lot of the time the paint just comes right off them when you touch it or when you try to wash it. So this is what we do. We've got 2 bottles soaking here in these containers. And in each of these containers we have CLR. This one here was completely plastered in just rust and dirt, this Sussex, and we soaked it for maybe a little over a week, and this is what it turned out like. It's hard to say, but the paint's, you know, fairly white. It looked like this before pretty much, and that's what that looked like. So it cleaned up pretty well, as you can see. You just need to give it time to clean these applied color label bottles, because if you go rubbing at that paint at first, you could easily take a lot of it off. So I have to add some more to that to clean the top section. This one here, as you can see, we have it filled up quite high. The bottom is what we were soaking before, and it came out pretty good on both sides. You know, no chunks of writing missing or anything. This is what we're soaking now. It's probably been soaking for about a week, but this was so built up with rust and dirt that I did not think this bottle was actually going to be salvageable, but as you can see, it's looking pretty good. And once it soaks for a while, it's probably safe to give it a little wipe gently with a cloth to try to take some of that dirt off. But this is the best way to clean ACLs that we've ever been able to come up with. But if anybody else has another way to clean their ACL bottles, please let us know, because this is very time consuming and we can't really find much information on the computer on how to do it. So that concludes our bottle cleaning video. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that. Hopefully it was helpful to some people. So remember to leave a comment, like, and subscribe for more. We'll get some more digging videos up as soon as we can. And until next time, this is Bottle Boys Treasure Hunter signing off. Good luck and happy hunting.